Hey there everybody, welcome back to this Pokemon Snap playthrough that's not a playthrough. My name is Andy, the Uncommentator. This is episode number 33, so we're just over halfway through the series at this point already. Seems to have gone pretty quickly. The focus of this episode, however, is going to be Magneton. So you can see there the current Magneton that's saved on the cartridge in the Pokemon report. And it is a score of 4,000. Now, you don't need to have a PhD in maths to work out how that score is reached, but for those of you that can't, it is quite simply a size of 1,000, a pose of 1,000, and that, of course, then gets doubled to make the 4,000. So we'll try our damnedest to get as near to that as we can. But first of all, we need to read the Primer. I keep saying we, it's me. I need to read the Primer's official strategy guide entry for Magneton, which goes as follows. Lure the Magnemite together using the Pokemon food, and they'll evolve into Magneton. Keep tossing food in front of the 0-1 to get the best shots. So that's pretty much a concise way of saying what I'm about to do. So let's go and do it. Now, for those of you that watched the Magnemite episode, first of all, I'm sorry. But second of all, you would have had a little bit of a spoiler as to what's to come in this episode. However, I can't imagine there's anyone watching this video that doesn't know how to get Magneton on this game. I'm hoping the worst part of this video is going to be having to wait at the beginning while these two Electrodes and Electabuzz run by, but we'll see. The only other issue I can foresee here is sometimes, because of the gap in the middle of the three Magnemites when they come together, sometimes you get the shot of Magneton and Oak says it's not in the middle of the frame, so we just need to be a little bit careful of that. But as long as that's not an issue, this one shouldn't be too bad. I think we're continuing the theme of the pre-evolution being harder to get than the later evolution. Because if you remember, we had Victory Bell being easier than Weeping Bell. We had Graveler being easier than Geodude. And we had Slowbro being easier than Slowpoke. And I'm 100% confident that Magneton is going to be easier than Magnemite. That was a bit of a grind of an episode. But this one will be a nice one, hopefully. Coming a familiar path at the minute, this one. Okay, so we just need to get the Magnemites together as quick as we can to give us more time to get the Magneton. You want to try and get the Magneton before you go past the Magnemites. So if you evolve them as quick as possible, like this. And then we'll throw the food, the SPF to get it to face the camera. The only problem with that is I don't think it was quite square on. Now, if you could turn round and come towards the food, that'd be great. Gives me a chance to get another shot. There we go. That's a nice one, I think. They should be okay with any luck. You're better off getting it straight away, but it's not the end of the world if you don't. So let's see. Which one should we submit? So that's the one we've currently got. So you can see there, we've got 1,000 size, but the blue little magnet on the right there just slightly clipped, but he didn't mark us down for that. So in theory, he shouldn't mark us down. Yeah, that one's too clipped. So let's go for one of these. So he shouldn't mark us down in theory for this one being slightly clipped on the left-hand side. Okay, let's go for that one. I think the gappers one in the middle shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, we'll go for that one. See what that gets. Yes. Now, of course, I feel like in later generations, the three Magnemites are touching for Magneton, which would make sense given the fact that they're magnets. You know, the clues in the name. But I'm sure I've got a Pokemon card as well where the three Magnemites are together. Actually, again, they're touching each other. Anywho, let's move on. So, Magneton. Let's see. Hey, 1,000 size. Don't do me over with the pose joke. Thank you. There we go. So we did get a one and done. I was going to say, actually, I didn't want to jinx it, though. I thought, when I saw that photo, I thought there's a chance here this is a one and done. And thankfully it is. No! He's done it! No! He has! He's found a way! Oh, he lulled me in there. He lured me into thinking, oh, I'm going to give you the perfect score. No, I'm not. Well, there we go. That just proves my point. The gap in the middle can cause that. Oh, dear. Thank you, joke. Oh, I love you. He lured me in there. He got me. Yeah, you got me. Oh, he got me there. Okay, we'll have another bash. But yeah, you get the idea. I've got to get this 4,000 over after that. Oh, he got me there. I didn't see that one coming, I have to say. I don't have to laugh or cry about that, actually. Because I was thinking there, when I saw that 1,000 size pop up, I was thinking... Right, great, I don't have to worry about this stupid Electrode Electabuzz barricade that I have to circumnavigate every single time I go on this level. We can just move on to the next Pokemon, which I'm not 100% sure it is. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. So I'll quickly look it up while we're going around this corner. No, it's Doduo. Doduo next. The next time we're back here is for Haunter, which is going to be another... I was going to say another one and done, but this one wasn't. But I'm hoping Haunter might be one and done. Yeah, Doduo, Grimer, Muck, Shelder, Cloyster. So we're not... Again, not a bad little run. Shelder and Cloyster. Cloyster in particular is going to be a little bit of luck dependent. Shelder's tough, but if I can get the timing, and positioning right, I can get it pretty quick, and I don't need luck. Whereas Cloyster is just luck; it's just whether they come out of the water or not. So those two could hold us up a little bit. Why do I say us? It's just me. I'm making this series on my own. It's just me. Hold me up a little bit. Right, come on. Surely that. Although, if you see, again, you saw there, I was pointing the camera literally in the gap. So maybe not. Let's just get some more for safety. Right. Surely to God one of these is going to be, is going to be 4,000. 14 photos we've got to choose from. Well, obviously those first few aren't. Right, let's have a look at these then. So... That's the score we're going to try and beat. My only concern here is they're not quite square onto the camera, which I think matters for this photo. We'll try that one, but again, that to me has got a massive gap in the middle of it. So it wouldn't surprise me if he did the not in the middle of the frame trick again here. I don't think this is going to be 1,000 size, to be honest with you. But let's see. Hey, back to 990. Now what's going to happen is he's going to say it's in the middle of the frame. Get ready. Oh, you couldn't see that coming, could you? What an absolute swear word this guy is. I was laughing about it at first, but I'm not anymore. What's the word I'm looking for? Not, it's not a swear word, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Yes.
I mean, it's not this word, but he's bantering me off here, isn't he, really? He really is, and I did say banter in there. He is bantering me off here. This is gaslighting. Is that? I don't know. He's getting on my boobs. That's what he's doing. My mammary glands are getting a little bit itchy at this point. I mean, seriously though, that second photo, I can understand the 990 size. I wasn't too surprised about that, but that second photo, there was more of the gap in the middle of the three Magnemites than there was on the one that he said wasn't. This is the problem with this game. Well, it's not the only problem, but it's certainly one of them. Oh, it's glitchy AF. Ah, dear me. I mean, I will say one thing. This is easier than Magnemite. That has been proven. I mean, everything I've said has been proven correct so far. Right, come on. Can we combine the two? Can we combine the 1,000 size with the centre of the frame? Let's go. We can do this. Get the three Cyclops together. Who knew that magnets were... who knew that ASPFs had this effect on magnets? Right, surely to... God, that's good enough. Again, it's just not quite square on. That's my only concern. But it's got to be square on enough, surely. I mean, the one I've got is square on. Yeah, it's more square on than that one. I don't think these are going to be good enough. We'll try that one, though. It's not clipped, at least, like mine is.
Yes.
But I'm just looking at that giant chasm in the middle and just waiting for it. Right, there's 1,000 size. He may only give 900 here. Yeah, I knew it, because it's not quite square on. And he gave it in the middle of the frame. So we've had all three so far. We've had all three Montreal Screwjobs here. We've had 990. Well, we started off with not in the middle of the frame. We got 1,000 not in the middle of the frame.
Yes.
We've had 990 size, but 1,000 pose and in the middle of the frame. And now we've had 1,000 size, middle of the frame, but only 900 pose because it literally wasn't quite looking at the camera. How many more photos? Now, I've been saying all the way through the first 20-something, 26, 27 episodes of the series, the direction doesn't matter like it does on the new Pokemon Snap on the Switch. But it feels like every single Pokemon since then, it's mattered. I mean, it hasn't quite. I suppose Slowpoke, it didn't matter. Slowbro, it didn't matter. Victory Bell, it didn't matter. So I'm just totally talking rubbish here. But I feel like Geodude, Graveler, and definitely Weeping Bell, and definitely this one, it matters if it's looking at the camera. I suppose for Magnemite it didn't. For Magnemite it was just... Magnemite preferred it not being happy, which is sort of sums Oak up, really. Right, can we tick all three boxes? So we need 1,000 size, 1,000 pose, in the middle. Let's go. Can we tick all three boxes? I really can't believe how glitchy he's been here. He really is doing me over at the minute. He did me over with Victory Bell, to some extent. He definitely did me over with Slowbro. Slowpoke was doing me over. Again, it's not quite square on. Why is it not square on? Right, turn round now. It'd help if the 0-1 actually went in a straight line instead of like why is it going off to the side? These have got to be good enough, surely. These have got to be square on. So I mean, it's not quite following a straight path, it's sort of veering. Right, let's try that. Maybe the gate in the background might help. I don't know. Yeah, it just doesn't travel in a straight line. It sort of veers a little bit. It's a little bit annoying. It is when you're trying to get 1,000 size, 1,000 pose in the middle of the frame. Anyway, right, these all suck. These all suck. That would have been good if it had been more slightly to the left. That one's slightly clipped on the left. I don't think it's going to matter. These all suck, which is worrying. I'll go with that one. Because I think the clipping won't matter. Okay, I think the clipping will matter. I mean... I'm almost done here. I have to say, I didn't anticipate this one becoming a montage, although I've had so many bad efforts that yeah, I just needed to they just weren't worth airing. Come on, don't stop dancing at each other and evolve. You know, Joke doesn't like it when you're happy. There we go. We're not quite square on, so we'll try and get it from a different angle. I mean, the size would have been good there, but like I said, it wasn't quite square on, and we know what Joke's like. They're going to be clipped, so we'll have another go. Turn around. Don't make me sing again. Come on, before the level ends. Ugh. Well. These are probably going to suck, but we'll submit one anyway, just for diarrhea and laughing. Come on. Let's see what we got, apart from well, more diarrhea probably. I mean, they're not as bad as I thought they were going to be, but the ones that are square on are too small, and the ones that are big enough are not quite square on. Although that one's not too bad, but the top... Yeah, we'll go with that one, but we'll see. The size should be good anyway. The size should be rubbish anyway. And not in the middle of the frame, so that went well. Surely this time I'm getting worse. From like 990 down to 920. We've had a few others even lower than that I've edited out, but come on, surely this time. Nice quick evolution there, so come on. Come to daddy. There we go, this should be good. Well, if that's not 4,000, then I don't know what. Don't do the middle of the frame rubbish again. Because surely to goodness. I mean, look at that. That's almost the same as the one I've got. This has got to be good enough. I may say, if this is 4,000, then I may save this. Just for posterity. I mean, it's virtually the same as the one... There we go. It's virtually the same as the one that I have got saved already. Finally. Come on, joke. You made that... You spun that out a little bit. But we got there in the end. I mean, yeah, like I said, there's barely any difference. If he'd not given that 4,000, there would have been something seriously wrong. Shall I save the new one? I don't know. No. Because it took me that long to get. So, screw you, joke. I'll keep my old one, thanks very much. Right, we're finally finished with the Magneton line, Magnemite line, whichever way you want to slice it. So we're done with this one now. So going to move on to a Pokemon that doesn't evolve next. Well, it does evolve, but it's not. The evolution's not in the game. But yeah, finally got it sorted. Although it was still easier than Magnemite, it did follow that pattern, but that was way more difficult than it should have been. But that is Magneton done, so nice and easy, in theory it is anyway. You just need to watch out for the son of a glitch that is Professor Oak, and if you satisfy his needs, he will give you 4,000 points. But that is, as I said, Magneton done, so if you enjoyed this episode of this Pokemon Snap playthrough that's not a playthrough, then please like and share the video. You can also leave a comment on the video, should you choose to do that. While you're here on YouTube, if you head on over to the channel, The Uncommentator, you'll find the rest of the videos in this playlist, as well as a plethora of other games that I've played through on the N64 and various other consoles and platforms throughout the years. But join me next time, we're going to be moving on from Magneton to something that Magneton will be super effective against, and that is Doduo. So heading off back to the beach for that one. But until we get to that point, for now from me, it is sayonara.